Hey, it's Mike D at downpeppertreelane.com. This is the Kia Soul video. I've had the Soul, I bought it in 2021. It's now 2025. So 4 years, no problem. They have a really good warranty that kind of just ended. Even a roadside assistance, so that ended around 60K miles. So I rejoined AAA. No big deal. The color's undercover green or forest green. People love it. They talk to me all the time about the color. They used to have this weird UFO alien green and orange, and then it was really bright Kool-Aid, and a lot of people didn't really like it, so these are the new colors. The car is cheap. I bought mine for like 20K, and I think now still they're like in the low 20s. Um, I've had no problems mechanically at all. Just little recalls here and there. Like I have something wrong with the piston ring, but they replace it for free on a recall. Lots of cars have little recalls here and there. I'm at a beautiful park in Ventura, by the way. And So there's a back seat there that folds down so it can turn into a little storage area. And I'm in the antique business, so I can move furniture around, but smaller pieces of furniture, not anything large like a dresser or armoire. But it's all right. And this is kind of a camping video as well. The mileage on this is about 37 average. I'd say 42 highway, about 35 city. But I actually drive in a relaxed way. I don't speed up to a red light. I just relax and coast up to it. It's still going to be red by the time I get there. It might even turn green. So I'm not constantly speeding up to red lights and jamming on my brakes like a lot of Californians. I drive the actual speed limit, believe it or not, on the freeway. And so I often stay in the right lanes. I just follow behind trucks a lot of times. And trucks are set at around 55 or 60. And you get much better mileage. I relax. I turn on a podcast or audiobook or some of my cool 70s music that I talk about on my channel. And I enjoy the ride. Something to think about. Just relaxed, normal driving, not totally being in a hyper state of cutting people off, burning through yellow lights and all of that. There's lots of accidents in California. So hopefully it's changing with cruise control, which I have, and more people will just put on cruise control and relax. So I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, this has been a really good opportunity for me, and oh, how funny. Here's a silver one that just drove up. That's the silver, and so that's also a great color. And I think most of you know, if you buy black or white, it shows the dirt a lot. Like you constantly have to clean your car. But if you get silver or green or blue or red, it doesn't show as much. So, it is a little tippy. You can't just whip around a turn in the mountains on a road. You have to be careful. It could tip. So I've never had any problems with that, but it's something to be wary of. I did get new tires on it. That was my biggest expense so far, is the tires. So as far as camping, I'm in Southern California. May through October is camping season. What you do is in California, you go on the county websites and they show you all the different campgrounds run by the county or the state. So I found one up in Big Bear. It's called Green Valley, by a little lake, Green Valley Lake. It's not too well known. And I reserved a spot for June, and it was 2 nights, and it was $30 a night. And I'm in a tent only spot. You have to tell them if you have a camper or a trailer, which gets into, $50,000, $100,000. I've really been looking into this, and they're massively expensive, and there's a lot of upkeep. So I'm treading lightly. Right now, I just have a tent, and I can invite a few friends or go alone or whatever. And I'm going up to Big Bear, California for 2 nights, and I'll have a campfire ring. I'll have, there are restrooms with real bathrooms, and some of them have paid showers. I don't think this one does, but you have to ask about that if there's nice, clean, paid showers, and they do clean them too. Um, Usually, so I've had no problem with that. The campgrounds have been pretty well maintained, and you have to book early. I noticed all the weekends are pretty much booked for the summer, so I'm going during the weekday. And once again, 30 bucks a night. So I'm going to park my car on the spot, and then I can open up the tent and stay in the tent. If it really gets too cold, I could go into the car and turn on the heat and the motor, but I don't think in May or June that should be a problem. So I'll be near the town of Idlewild, which is really beautiful. I'm sorry, I'll be near the town of Running Springs, which is a really nice little hamlet, and Lake Arrowhead, which is a private lake, but Crestline is a public lake. So that'll be fun to walk around and hike around. And I'll do some shopping. I like doing antiquing up in those old little shops up in the hills, and I'm going to find some cool treasures. And it's obviously I don't have any kind of kitchen or anything, so I'll be taking like beef jerky, salmon jerky, trail mix, apples, bananas, grapes. That's kind of the paleo diet that I've been doing. It's a hunter and foraging diet. And I have a video on paleo, so I'm just going to take a break from cooking and eating. I'm not worried about it for a couple of days. It's just a break to go out in nature and relax. But I will have the beef jerky as my protein source. So maybe a cooler with an ice chest, but that will only last the first day. And I'll bring a 2-gallon jug of water as well. And there are little shops in Green Valley, and Arrow Bear is right down the hill. And they're hamlets. I don't want to call them towns, they're hamlets. And they have little, liquor stores or grocery stores where I could get a salad or something or a sandwich. And I'm good to go. But once again, it's kind of getting back to nature. It's very much the Walden theory. If you've read the book Walden, just simplifying for a couple of days and unplugging from a lot of social media and such, and meditating and doing some meditations. And there's a lot of aromatherapy with just the pine trees. This massive pine aromatherapy that you're breathing in, and clean air. And I probably will go in the lake. There's a public beach, a very small one in Green Valley Lake. And I'll probably go swimming in the lake too. And that will be my shower because I don't have one. But you can also buy these body wipes that I have. And you can use the wipes to wipe yourself down as well. Or you can dump a gallon of water over your head and kind of do a shower that way. So that's the plan for June. And I've looked at Ventura County where I live. It's very simple. There's a reservation system. You can either call the person, the operator, or you can reserve it online. And they generally run about 30 bucks a night. Once again, you just have to see if you're going to be in the tent only side or the RV side. And I try to pick a private one in the corner. Look, I'm not going to lie. Campgrounds can be loud. You could be next to a party of screamers, or they can blast music. It can happen. I've been in a campground where there's skunks, and I had to spend the night in my car because there were skunks in my campground. So stuff happens, but I'm pretty near Los Angeles, so these campgrounds are not going to be as roughing it as some like really far away distant campgrounds. I could always drive to a hotel if I really had to or something. So Ventura County has like 10 different campgrounds. There's one called Foster that I like. I've stayed there before, and it's right by a creek. It's really cool to find rivers or creeks, especially in California where it's so dry, or a lake. That's a real treat in the West. It's not something to be taken for granted like back east where you have ponds and lakes everywhere. And so anyway, there's foster campground. There's day campgrounds too. You have to figure out if you can spend the night there and what kind of amenities you have. Like I said, mainly find out if there's real bathrooms and barbecue pit and showers is the key thing. Takeaway. So try to go camping this summer for sure. Try to look around your county websites or a neighboring county up near the mountains or in nature, and just type in like I use DuckDuckGo, camping and county parks or state parks and best campgrounds around, and see what comes up. Some of them are private, like KOA. I'm not talking about those at all. I mean, there's one called Thousand Trails that you have to join, and I was in Thousand Trails for a while, but out west they don't have a lot of campgrounds. It's there's just not that many. So just work with your local county and find campgrounds in your area. Maybe go for the day to check them out. And then once you're booked in for the night, you can go every year. You can know which of your sites are your favorites. Just write down the site like number 28 or number 36. And that'll be a really good place for you to visit every summer. Like I said, in California, we can camp from May till October, and then you're going to need some kind of heating system, which can be dangerous inside of a tent. So I don't even want to get involved in that. You really need an RV for camping in the winter. And like I said, I'm not doing propane. I'm not going to be cooking or anything. I don't have to have hot coffee or anything like that. I'm just going to just keep it simple as far as food goes and not even have a propane stove or the barbecue coals or any of that stuff. So that's the plan. I did it last year, no problem, and I'll do it. I'll be up in Big Bear this June, and we'll check that out. So that's some information about the Kia Soul. I highly recommend this car, and that's some basics about camping. And I'll leave it at that. Support my channel, like and subscribe. Go to my store at downpeppertreelane.com and buy the cool jewelry and gifts, and really give the love back to me, and really support me in my work. Thank you. Bye bye.